rebel. I always was a rebel. They were never teaching me anything I could kind of relate to in my out-of-school life.
Roger Daltrey is an English singer, musician, songwriter, and actor. Daltrey, who's best known as the founder and lead singer of the English rock band The Who, which also included guitarist Pete Townsend, bassist John Entwistle, and drummer Keith Moon. With The Who, Roger has released 12 studio albums and 14 live albums, and he's released 10 studio albums as a solo artist, with his first solo single, Giving It All Away, reaching number 5 on the UK singles chart. The Who has sold over 100 million records since the release of their debut album in 1965, and their hit singles include My Generation and Baba O'Reilly. Roger has also appeared in several film and television projects, beginning with the movie version of The Who's rock opera, Tommy, in 1975.
Noises, It's singing, it's playing a guitar. So I got very frustrated at school, and I ended up causing all kinds of havoc.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Roger Harry Daltrey, but is also known as Roger. He was born March 1st, 1944 in London, England, making him 78 at the time of this production. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. Daltrey's performance in Tommy earned him a Golden Globe nomination for Best Acting Debut in a Motion Picture in 1976. With The Who, Roger was nominated for a Grammy for Best Music Video, Long Form, for The Who Live, featuring the rock opera Tommy in 1991, and 10 years later, the band was honored with a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. The Who were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1990, and their songs Baba O'Reilly, My Generation, and Go to the Mirror were included on their 500 Songs That Shaped Rock and Roll list. In 2005, the band was inducted into the UK Music Hall of Fame. Roger and Pete Townsend received the Kennedy Center Honors in 2008, the American Academy of Achievement's Golden Plate Award in 2019, and the Classic Album Award from the Classic Rock of Honor Awards for Quadrophenia in 2011. Daltrey earned a British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors Gold Badge Award in 2005, a Steiger Award in 2011, and a James Joyce Award in 2009. He was named a Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 2004, and Middlesex University gave him an honorary degree in 2012. Roger is passionate about charity work, and profits from The Who's annual Encore Series concerts are donated to charities that benefit youth. He helped start a concert series to benefit the Teenage Cancer Trust, and he's performed at the concerts both as a solo act and with The Who. Daltrey has also performed at the Childline Rocks and Imagine a Cure 2 charity concerts, and he's been a patron of the Children's Respite Trust since 2011. Roger co-founded the Daltrey Townsend Teen and Young Adult Cancer Program at LA's Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center in 2011, and a portion of the profits from his solo tours were donated to the organization. Roger married Jacqueline Rickman in 1964, and the couple had a son, Simon, later that year. In 1967, Daltrey had another son, Matthias, with model Elizabeth Aronson, and he and Rickman divorced the following year. Roger went on to wed model Heather Taylor in 1971, and they welcomed daughter Rosie in 1972, daughter Willow in 1975, and son Jamie in 1981. Roger also has 3 daughters that he didn't meet until they were adults. In 1978, Daltrey underwent surgery to remove nodules from his throat, and in 2010 he had surgery again after being diagnosed with vocal cord dysplasia. Daltrey is allergic to cannabis, and it has a negative effect on his singing voice when audience members are smoking it.
And as I was leaving, he said, "You'll never make anything of your life, Daltrey." And I just thought, yeah, I'll show you.
Roger Daltrey was born Roger Harry Daltrey on March 1, 1944 in East Acton, London, England. He grew up with Mother Irene, Father Harry, who fought in World War II, and sisters Carol and Gillian. Roger studied at Acton County Grammar School, where he met John Entwistle and Pete Townsend. In 1957, Daltrey made a guitar out of a block of wood and joined a band, the Detours, as the lead singer. After his father gave him an Epiphone guitar 2 years later, Roger became the band's lead guitarist as well. Daltrey excelled in school, but he was expelled for smoking tobacco. The Detours changed their name in 1964 after finding out that another band was using it, and they settled on The Who. The Who signed a record deal in 1965, and later that year, Roger was fired for beating up Keith Moon after the drummer gave Townsend and Entwistle illegal drugs. He was let back into the band a week later and promised that the violent behavior was over. The Who released their first album, My Generation, on November 3, 1965, and it reached number 5 on the UK Albums Chart, with the title track peaking at number 2 on the UK Singles Chart. The band followed their successful debut with 11 more studio albums, including Tommy, Quadrophenia, Who Are You, and Who. In 1973, Townsend hit Daltrey in the head with a guitar during an argument over scheduling, and Roger knocked him unconscious in response. When the band turned Tommy into a 1975 feature film, Daltrey played the title role and earned a Golden Globe nomination. After Moon died of a drug overdose in 1978, the band stayed together, but Roger felt that new drummer Kenny Jones wasn't right for the band. The band stopped actively touring in 1982, but they returned to the road for 1989's 25th anniversary tour. In 1996, Daltrey agreed to help Townsend produce their rock opera Quadrophenia for London Prince's Trust concert. Roger was hit in the face by a microphone stand the night before the production. Daltrey has more than 60 acting credits to his name, including the films Listomania, The Legacy, Mac the Knife, and Johnny Was. He's guest starred on Tales from the Crypt, Sliders, and That 70s Show, and had recurring roles on Buddy, Highlander, and Rude Awakening. Rogers also appeared in several television films such as The Comedy of Errors, The Beggar's Opera, and Chasing Destiny.
Always stuck with me, and I wrote my biography, which is called Thanks a Lot, Mr. Kibblewhite, because his name was Kibblewhite.
Yeah.
And it really is thanks a lot, and I really mean that.
The majority of Roger Daltrey's net worth comes from the fact that he's a successful musician. According to online resources such as Wikipedia, IMDb, and Forbes, Roger Daltrey has a net worth of $90 million and earned between $50,000 and $200,000 every month over the course of his career. He was 78 years old at the time. As a working actor, he was able to support himself financially. Roger's net worth is estimated to be $90 million. Roger has owned Holmeshurst Manor in East Sussex, England since 1970. After buying the 20-room estate, he added a sauna to the home and a recording studio to one of the manor's barns. In 1981, Daltrey built Lake Down Trout Fishery on the land, and in 2019 he got approval to build a 4-bedroom house on the 400-acre property. Cars you'll find in Roger's garage include a Prius, a G-Wagon, a Jaguar, a Rolls-Royce, an Aston Martin, a Mercedes G-Class, an Audi, and a Lamborghini LM002.